Poppets! Oh, welcome back to the channel! Today we're going to look at weird and fun facts because I like things like this. And I looked at a couple and then I was like, no, we're going to stop here and we're going to do it in a video. So if you want to hear some weird and fun facts, some of them are weird, some of them are fun. We finally find out what came first, the chicken or the egg. Then keep on watching. And if this is the first time you're seeing this face, hello and welcome to my channel. If you love anything magical and fun, then this is the place for you. Join the magic and mayhem, hit subscribe because I told you to. Also a massive thank you to my channel members. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's look at some weird and fun facts, shall we? Okay, if you are willing to sit in bed for 87 days for a research on the effects of zero gravity on your body, NASA will pay you $15,000 just to lay in bed for 87 days. I don't know if I could do that actually. I'm a fidget bum. I couldn't lay in a bed, sit in a bed for 87 days. Oh, you'd miss out on 87 days of fun. I mean, I could play on the PlayStation, I could read books, I could still do art, but I can't leave the house unless we have the bed on wheels. Does that still count? And I can be pushed about. Like, if I just sit for 87 days, I don't know if I could do it. I don't think that would be allowed either. No, not for me. There is a town in Nebraska with a population of 1. And it does say down there where in Nebraska, so we are going to have to maybe have a look into that. Now, population of 1 in Nebraska. Monowi is an incorporated village in Boyd County, Nebraska, United States. It garnered national and international recognition after the two. Population 0 now, so there isn't anyone in there. Oh, the mayor's there though, so there is 1 person. Okay. The average human will eat an average of 8 spiders while sleeping. What? Well, I'm not average, I'm above average, so I'm not eating spiders in my sleep. The reason why your nose gets runny when you cry is because there are little holes in the inner corner of your eye which drains excess tears into your nose. So your nose is crying? You cry from your eyes and your nose? To be fair, yeah, because it is quite watery. When you cry in, what comes out your nose, that is really watery. Really watery, so I see that. 1000 contains the letter A, but none of the words from 1 to 999 has an A. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 1 out of every 100 people are psychopaths, and they look just like everyone else. What? Coca-Cola says only 2 people alive know the Coca-Cola recipe and they aren't allowed to travel on the same plane in case it crashes. Really? That's a fun fact. It is now illegal to be overweight or fat in Japan. That's the law. Babe, cancel that house viewing in Japan. You forget why you entered a room because passing through doors causes the brain to forget what we were thinking about. Oh my days, is that true? Oh my gosh, I'm going to be Googling that. Crazy, and I know you guys will be too. That's crazy, but you do. It's as soon as you walk into that next threshold through the door that you forget. When it happens all the time when you walk into the room. Oh my days. Farting is good for your health. It helps propel fecal matter out of the colon. It's also a sign of good core strength. My other channel has heard it plenty of times, so I have good core strength. Most laughs that you hear on TV shows today were recorded in the 1950s. Means technically you're hearing dead people laugh. That is a really unsettling thought, but oh my word. Wow, you are cool. 90% of people will read that in a sarcastic voice. I think I actually said it in a sarcastic voice, but yeah, wow, you were cool. Yeah. People who don't get enough sleep perform worse than people who are drunk. There you go. Creative people have a short attention span, are easily distracted and tend to talk to themselves more often. It is true. All right. People with awkward and weird personalities tend to make the best friends. Don't all queue up at once. Giraffes are the only animals in the world who don't yawn. Really? 95% of the people hates the sound of their own voice on video. Okay, yeah, when I first started filming videos for this channel, because obviously my other channel came later on, I can remember when I had to, obviously, when it comes to the editing part, I hated it because you sound so different on camera. But I am that used to hearing my own voice on camera now from editing videos that my voice sounds the same to me now on and off camera because I'm that used to it. It's crazy. Okay, so a 13-year-old boy in Florida was once arrested for excessive farting in school. Really? You can get arrested for farting. I don't know if I believe that. I mean, it says fun fact number 826. WTF fun fact, may I add. Is that true? We are Googling so much later. In the Middle Ages, people thought farting in jars and sniffing them would help prevent death. I'm your girl, come to me. I'll do it. I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. If it prevents your death, I'll be a cure for people. Scientists concluded that the chicken came first and not the egg because the protein which makes eggshells is only produced by hens. There you go, guys. We finally know. We finally know. Chainsaws were originally created as a tool to help deliver babies. What? Oh, that's maybe good funny. I had two C-sections with my boys. Unfortunately, I wanted to give birth naturally, but I didn't, and I couldn't. So I had to have C-sections. But at the end of the day, however, with Declan, my eldest, I had preeclampsia, and I can remember being in hospital, and they took my bloods every single day. And it got to a point where they was like, look, your organs are starting to fail, we need to get him out. So obviously for my own safety and his, because obviously if my organs were failing and I was dying, that's not going to be good for Declan either. And then with Jamie, he didn't want to come out. He just, I don't know how to say this, but when they were doing the C-section, because I was awake through both, they said that my pelvis isn't very flexible, so they said I probably wouldn't have been able to give birth naturally anyway. So he'd been stuck in there forever if they didn't do a C-section. But as much as I wanted to give birth naturally, I couldn't. But a chainsaw was not used, and that has really given me bad. No, that is horrible. No, we're going to move on. A study finds brunettes make better friends and wives. My hair isn't naturally blue. In fact, it's not very blue at all, but I am a brunette. There you go. Don't all queue up. Not for the wife bit. I'm already a wife. I'm already not promised to somebody, because that means you're not married yet. We are married. I'm owned. No, I'm not owned. You know what I mean. Eating onions and garlic helps your hair grow. Oh, there you go. There you go. I love onions and I love garlic, so I don't eat a lot of it. My hair grows quite quick, but I don't overeat on onions and garlic. I don't eat them a lot at all, so could you imagine if I did? We must experiment maybe with this one. If you search "ask you" in Google search, the page will tilt slightly clockwise. Ask you. Right, let's try this. Ask you. You ready? Oh! It did! It did look, it's off centre. Okay. Why does even why is that even a thing? I don't know, but it works. There is an online map that shows you where to go if you need to survive a zombie apocalypse. Really? Okay, well, I have Googled just one or two of these things, and obviously I've just done the ask you thing, and it is correct. So this is correct. I don't want to look at it. If you want to Google that, you go Google it, but I really don't want to look at that. That creeps me out. Anything zombie creeps me out. When you lie, the temperature of your nose actually rises. It is known as Pinocchio effect. I'm really ugly. Oh, you're supposed to lie. I'm really pretty. My nose is really cold anyway, so I don't know. I need to. So when I say to one of them, have you done your homework? Yes, mummy. Let me feel your nose. They're going to look at me so gone out. And then I'll be like, lies. A 12-year-old science project showed that fast food ice was dirtier than toilet water. Oh, that's disgusting. The pinky promise originally indicated that the person who breaks the promise must cut off their pinky finger. Okay, we do pinky promises in this house, but we don't do the other bit. No, we don't break our promises though, so. But if we did, we still wouldn't do that. But I didn't know that. Did you know that? If you touch your tongue while yawning, it can stop the yawn. I have seen this one before. and it works, but I got really cross with myself. And I got really cross with myself because I needed to yawn, so I did it. And then I was annoyed because I needed to yawn, and then it came back on again, so I went to yawn. Ah! It's talk about yawns, it makes you yawn. But yeah, I kept annoying myself because then the yawn kept coming back. But I had the urge to keep trying it. So I was like getting really cross with myself. Like myself was getting cross with myself for doing it. I don't know, you know what I mean. That yawn's going to come back. I've also heard yawning is a form of communication. That's why it's kind of like one person yawns and another person yawns. It's a form of communication apparently, there you go. We've already forgotten 40% of what happened to us yesterday. Yeah, that's true actually, because you don't remember every second or every minute of the day, like how you was feeling at a certain point in the day, because it's not a strong emotion, or you can't remember how many times you went to the toilet maybe, and do you know what I mean? Things like that. Weird. Scientists say the brain purposely forgets certain memories in order to avoid information overload and emotional hangovers. Oh, okay. Interesting. Only about 2% of the world's population have green eyes. I am of that 2% with my green eyes. I think you can see them okay. Can you see? Excuse me. So I'm a rare breed. I am a rare breed. Sarcastic people tend to be more creative. 'Tis true. And that's that we have got through fun facts. I really enjoyed that. And I'm a bit weirded out with some of them. I think you'll know and remember which ones those were. If you've got any fun facts, let me know in the comments for us all to read, because I just find things interesting like that. I like things that you don't need, just a bit. I like being told some information that you don't necessarily need to know. Does that make sense? Like, I heard that it actually takes a giraffe, my favourite animal's a giraffe by the way, but apparently giraffes naturally look up, but their heads forward. It takes all that muscle, and that's why you see them shake their head so much, because it hurts because they're trying to keep their head straight, but they're naturally supposed to be looking up all the time. And I was like, oh my days, don't need to know this, but it's a fun fact to tell people, isn't it? You do know what I mean? Make yourself look clever. Let me know in the comments, because then I can tell people and I'll look clever, okay? But yeah, again, I've really enjoyed this. It's been fun. Have you enjoyed it? I enjoy your company so much in these videos, so thank you so much for joining me. If you're new again, please don't forget to subscribe and join us. And also, again, a massive thank you to my channel members. But I am going to go now, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, Poppets.